This is the third.
This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Pause, I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle, can't stand you. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more.
Wall Street Beat, Crypto in Crypto. Want to learn how to make Crypto in Crypto every day? Talk about this crypto news, crypto space, technical analysis, talk about going to the moon, and hopefully one day in this 2023 to 2024, it will be soon. Lots to talk about this morning. Avalanche has a BNB chain token, Trader Joe's, that is affiliated, enabling the staking mechanism. And we're going to talk quickly about that. A little bit about some other things this morning. You come over here, you hit the like and subscribe. And please, seems like we're jumping really hardcore from the 1.42K subscribers back to the 1.41. We're one subscriber away. Go to the bell notification, hit the all and subscribe. When we go live, you'll get this stuff. 15.5, is that the bottom? 3 days ago, we talked about it. One of the videos actually getting some views. I appreciate all the love and the likes. So Trader Joe's. Trader Joe is one of the main dexes on the Avalanche network. We've been talking a little bit about Avalanche, so if you're excited about this morning, let's do so. I want to talk about CZ. He has a little bit to say about how this is the third winter, this is the third funeral. Maybe in the charts it's not making sense to you, and maybe if you just hear it from someone else, maybe it's a better method. Good morning, Jay Creek, to you. Merritt, good morning to you. Good day, Pete. Wishing you the best in 2023, and I'm wishing you guys the best as well. What we're looking for in 2023, we're looking for a sign of life. We're looking for this jump to the upside, right? If you pay attention to the Bitcoin price, the chart, we have not received or seen any signs, right, of there being a bull market or anything coming back to the upside. It's been nothing but bloodbath. So we're going to talk about that today. So if you're excited, please, let's get into it. Trader Joe, designed to offer cross-chain, right? We talked about this, I think, once before. It is going to give the enabling for yield farming, staking, the native utility token, borrowing and lending on the integrated money market and an NFT place. This platform is built on the Avalanche and EVM compatible layer 1 blockchain. I'm a big fan of Avalanche, as you know. Avalanche, we bought at the right time. It is continuing to go through. Right now, getting a slight correction on Avalanche. As I said, that would happen right around the 12 something. We got a little sooner, I think, than what I predicted. So it is what it is. It wasn't exactly, but it was a little close, right? What is the supply schedule for Joe? The initial token launch date for Trader Joe, and its JOE abbreviation, is the 3rd of July, 2021. That's when it was launched. The max supply of this token, though, I did find this very interesting, hit the like and subscribe, is capped at 500 million, and the supply of Joe is expected to be fully released on February 2024. So pay attention to that. That's pretty interesting. Holochain's been around for a little bit now. I don't have much information on it. I wish I could talk more about it. I do believe it's been around. I do believe that it has taken the volatility of the waves up and down. Dino and Jackson, nice to see you back in the chat. It's nice to see you, Dino, around again. Holo, it's been around, right? It took its beating, so you could watch what it's done. I would definitely pay attention to it and compare it to the other Layer 1 projects and see how it's basically stood up in this this nightmare, recession, this whatever you may want to call this right now. The DEX and NFT marketplace to expand to the BNB chain. So we talked a little bit about that. Pretty excited for this right now. As we get moving, we'll look up Joe. We'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. But I want to pause this for a second. As he says, this is the third winter. So listen to this really quick. I asked CZ, hey CZ, how long have you been doing this for? And no, I'm kidding. Obviously, we didn't talk to CZ, but I do have this quick short video I'd like for you to listen to. Make sure you hit the heart when you see this. Make sure you hit the like on this video, particularly if you're watching. It helps the algorithm. And I cannot move on with the algorithm without your help. It sucks. We can't get this moving. So if you don't hit the like button, we're screwed. So please, if you may, here we go. Listen up and let's go. This is one of the most important things. He basically, in turn, talks about what my chart speaks of.
Me, this is the third winter. I came into crypto at the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. In December 2013, Bitcoin reached the high of $1,000, and then it dropped for like 2 years. And then 2017, it reached another high of $19,000. And then there was a winter, so that was my second. And then 2021, there was another all-time high of 68,000. And then now we're kind of in a winter again.
So basically, it's what he's saying, and many of you have not been in the crypto space since 2013. Many of you that watch this channel, perhaps you've only been in this perhaps this year or last year, right? So the channel's been growing. We've been over a year now. We've been doing this for a while now, right? Wall Street Pete's been in it for several years now. Decided to do a channel. Now, this is exactly what CZ said. CZ talked about the area of 2015, how it started the bull run. Well, the next 3 years was a nice bull run. Crypto winter was in 2014/2015 coming down. It took a little bit for people to believe and for it to come up, right? Then we came, and as he said, I went all the way to 19,000. Well, my chart says 20, which is fine. We're not going to sit here and argue. But the peak here was a 9,000% rise, 19.9. So maybe that's where he's getting his 19 from, rounding. Not to the up, of course, rounding to the down. Roughly saying 19,000. Then obviously what happened? Well, crypto, bear market, winter market. Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is useless. You could probably find the most articles in 2018 saying these sorts of things. And then what happened once again, as we already know, the 3-year bull run continues. So it's something we have to pay attention. Here it is, excuse me. The next 3 years is a bull run. And you get the 2019, 2020, 2021, when we really lifted off. And as you know, all-time highs again. This is similar to what he said. So as I sit here and I preach, ladies and gentlemen, all you can do is create more money, right? If you've lost money, if you're struggling, the easiest way to do is to play the game poor. That's how I play. I play on poor. Why? Hey, do you have money I can borrow? No, I don't. I'm poor. Why am I poor? Because the only way I'm going to make it is if I play poor to finally become rich, right? And that's one of the things I even seen Andrew Tate was doing. He's powering men and people to tell them, it's time to step it up. And it's crazy how they put him in jail. I'm sure he did something. You don't go to jail for nothing. But then again, we do have our conspiracies. So pay attention to the yellow line each year. The bull market, the bear market ended and the bull run began. Would you want to be here in this area right now in a buy? It's a great question. My personal opinion is that based off the charts of what we've done in January, so I want to go to the monthly, and maybe this breaks it down. A nice little feedback here for you. Nice little vision for you. Give yourself a good vision. Now, as we know, each candle was a year. Now we got each candle representing months. We can go to the month, the first crypto winter. We've seen it come down, right? I'm going to break it down to you really nicely here for you. February 1st, 2014, comes down really long, boring, right? For about a year and a half. It was a tough time. But if you've noticed that the exponential gains did pay off over time, and we did get a 9,000% gain coming into that year. I did have it written here, 9,000% gain, right? So we talk about what happens. We're watching into the month. Now we go into the month of January for 2019, right? Thank you, Pete, for your info and dedication. Now, thank you for the like and the comment and everything else. Gary, nice to see you in the chat. Steve, good morning. What's up, my brother? So what we're doing here, and Steve, you have no clue how many people thought I moved to Florida because you commented Florida, and I said, oh, yeah, I used to live there. And it was Connecticut that you were talking about in that area. It's so funny what happened. I had so many people asking. It's hilarious. It's nice to know people are watching. watching the videos. So here we are on the monthly, getting to serious technical analysis. January was a great year if you pay attention coming into the February. So the end of January really told us where we were going. Help you out there. 2019 January, well, we finished down. That's what I think is going to happen for this year coming into play. The January is going to finish to the downside. So we do have 26 days and 11 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this month will finish down. So I'll repeat it again. As Wall Street Pete says, I do believe if you don't sell now, you're probably going to lose some profits. It is what it is. Dollar cost averaging if this is what you're doing. But the month of January will finish in the red. Will finish in the red. Now, not a bad thing. Not a terrible thing. Please don't freak out. Don't start selling. Don't lose your mind. This is something I do believe is going to happen. We're going to retest this yellow bottom here, but we're not going to break through it. I'm pretty comfortable, even though there's a recession, all this bad talk. I do believe we get the J-like substance coming in. We'll have high volatile waves. Nothing goes straight up unless we're getting moves in this magnitude, as you can see. So usually it takes time, high volatile waves, to start building, right? Takes a big roller coaster ride in the upward trajectory for us to actually test. And as you can see, we're testing each time. And as we finally test, we get our breakthrough. We ask for her phone number. She gives it to us. And then we make babies, right? We have a great night out. What's looking to happen is we're going to look to test this price. I've already had it here before. I showed you. So 29,000 is looking to retest, hopefully coming in this year. I don't expect none of it to happen right away. Slavius, what's up, my brother from another mother? Hey there, Slavius. One more channel. Thank you for your hard work. I do appreciate everybody's comments. Thank you so much. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe, but we do need a high volatile wave type situation to repeat. Now remember, each candle represents 1 month. So it's very important to understand what you're looking at when you're looking at the chart. We have no indicators up. We're just looking at the previous history of what Bitcoin has done. Now, each time, as we know, second winter, crypto died. We had a terrible, terrible fall, but did get a 303% as the new bull run began. Remember that. Before that, it was a 200% that we got in the first winter over with. So pay attention, 100% gained as people enter the space. We're getting more people, we're getting more money, more liquidity, bigger, higher percentages in the next bull run. So if we are now to get a 400 to 500% gain in the next bull run, what do we think we're going to see? Because this is only 200%. So please understand, we were being very modest. We were being very careful. If I were to pull this up and I were to tell you, well, let's see what kind of gain we're going to get at 300%, right? That's well deserved. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, when I suggest to you what happens, you're going to lose your shiznick, but it's roughly about the all-time high. So what I'm thinking is that there's a chance we can really test the all-time high. I'm thinking maybe 60,000 would be somewhere. 59,000. I know a lot of people, I'm going to lose subscribers. I don't give a shit about how many subscribers I have. It's what information I give to you and is it helpful. So what I believe can happen here is we can get a nice run to 46,000 this year. If it breaks, that would be something that would be next. What I believe is going to happen now for the 2023, in my honest opinion, is I believe that, in my honest opinion, is that we're going to be stuck here around this price. And this is my end result. I just want people to know the levels. I usually give 3 levels to the upside. I have a lot of levels. And I'm sorry. But there's big price levels that will hit resistance that I believe at each area. And that's why we're there. We're maintaining what we expect to happen. We're prepping ourselves. And what I believe here is happening is we are going to find ourselves on a bull run if we do to 29,000, and I don't believe we break that. I believe, and I'm going to switch this up because I know it's very important for you to understand. I believe that this is the peak, 29K for the 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be a turnoff to you. And I'm sorry if this is, but this is what I believe right now. Until the crypto price, until the price and everything else shows us differently, I don't think we see anything higher. What then happens is we do get the resistance and we do come back to test and do get something similar to that until 29 herself gives us her phone number and we can break the resistance up there and then continue to go till we get to new higher highs and create ultimate spike, ultimate talk. Every channel, every person, all the news, everyone will be talking about Bitcoin again. Right now, everything's in the negative. We need some time for the FTX debacle to be in the history. So I do believe that this could be the bottom. Looking at the monthly, looking at the 12 months each year, maybe now that we can see past all this writing, and I'm sorry, I'll break it down, I'll get rid of it. Maybe it helps if you could see the damn chart. Next bull run, 3 years. We see it. We don't have to write it. We know it's there. So now the next question is the next 3 years a bull run? Well, I believe it is, and I do believe that these green wicks are something that will come. And will come until eventually, like I said, we break the 29,000, showing us where Bitcoin needs to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm impressed with that. Avalanche, if we were to go to a price, if we were to go to a little bit less, and I wanted to show you Avalanche before I left, what it is doing and what I believe can happen. Big fan of Avalanche. Big fan. I've been talking about it over and over the past several days. Something to pay attention to with here. Even last week I spoke of, we're hitting resistance perfectly. So right now, some people are asking me on Ethereum, on other things. Well, it seems like they're all doing the same thing. Big, humongous falling wedge. Will we break through? Will we break through this price? This, my friend, ladies and gentlemen, I believe 1098 is a price that you can be able to buy Avalanche again and stack your bags before we may get out of a huge break for this falling wedge. We're going to get some technical analysis here, some indicators. I'm getting ready to leave. But before we do that, we're going to break down Avalanche really quick and show you where we are. Looking at the daily chart currently on TradingView, and please understand, none of this is financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice. We are hitting resistance currently exactly where we should, and every time precisely for Avalanche. Remember, that's what this is, no more Bitcoin. Currently talking about September of 2022, we hit a massive resistance level at the spot. Then we did it again in the beginning of December, once again in the middle of December, and now we're doing it again in the beginning of January. So what I'm seeing is a little bit of some FUD to the downside, as particularly what I just said, correlating to the Bitcoin chart. It looks like we're going to retest down to the 16,000. We must break for Bitcoin above the 16.9. We are not having an easy time doing it. So therefore, the rest of the altcoins and everything else, unless Bitcoin is going sideways, we're going to get a plummet to the downside with the rest of the altcoins. So Avalanche showing pretty well on the RSI for the daily. We are seeing a nice little pull to the downside. Most likely will stop. I think I said on the 43 level, and it looks like 41, 40 something here is correlated up 43, perfect, from this little last spike of November. So I'm looking at the last time we hit the resistance. We're going to flip support, come down to there, about there, which then gives us a price probably to the $10.98 for Avalanche. Look for that possibility. I will then hopefully see, or we will then hopefully see, this falling wedge or ABC correction like pattern. If we don't break through, then we should see something to the upside, giving us and giving me my value of a sell-off at 14.4. So that's something I'm looking to do. Mert wants to talk a little bit about Theta. We do take a little bit of some assets. So now this is the time in the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a couple of viewers. This is the end of the video. Please understand, none of this is financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. I am going to do Theta because Mert has asked. I'm going to take care of that. If you are a subscriber, you can chat with Wall Street Pete and ask, what would your strategy be if you were going to trade this asset? So we're going to go down to Theta, look for it. I have a possible 2 to 3 more assets I'll talk about of your choice. So anyone in the comment section, please talk now. It is now your chance to have a little conversation, have a little bit of some detailed information from Wall Street Pete if you choose so. So in the comment section now, please, if you will, as many as you'd like, we're going to talk about Theta and then any of the next 2 assets that you chose. Hopefully it's on TradingView for us and we can just get to it. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, just look to the left. We are looking for the list of 20,000 crypto assets, right? Wall Street Pete can only put so many on his watch list, and we're looking for Theta. I know I have it. So I'm sure I see the chat's going crazy. I see people commenting, and I don't blame you. Like I said, the first 2 will make it, and then the next ones after, we'll see what happens. And here we are, Theta. Let's get into it. We'll talk about it. We'll see here. Maybe some people don't understand the charts. Maybe some people don't have TradingView. And maybe some people just want to see what Wall Street Pete thinks. Understood. So you can keep going and going and going, and we'll talk about it. Put all the comments in the chat. I'll write down the ones that I don't talk about for you. So here we are right now. We have to clear some things. As you can see, we did not get the upward W. Currently, the last time I did TA, it was April 13th. We were talking about a possible jump to the upside. And then obviously we showed a $3.48 if we didn't hold, as you can see here on the date of April 21st this year that just recently passed. Not this year, obviously it's crazy, it's 2023. The year that just passed, we got this huge fall, and as you can see, 348, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a price to remember. So we'll get rid of the drawings, we'll get rid of all the history, but I'm glad we've seen that before that happened. There are a couple prices I will be paying attention to, though, before the 348. And as you can see right now, right here, there is a $2.27 for Theta that I will be paying attention to in the long term. So we're going to break that down for Mert. Anybody else paying attention to that, let's do so. Here we are right now, and this is the most exciting part of the crypto space, the most exciting part of the video. As I can see, I'll break down. Now, we're in a daily, so each candle represents a day. We're going to do this for 2 more minutes, and then I have to go to the next asset. So if you're getting bored and tired of Theta, well, just hang in there because we only do a few minutes of it, and then we're done. So as we break it down, we have 227, we have 348, so we are now getting a couple levels now. So if you're excited, hit the bell, hit the all notification. None of it is financial advice, but you will find out on a daily chart. There are some levels to pay attention to where you can sell, where you can buy, where you can get into the next level here. Now, I do see we are trembling down to the downside. The trend is your friend. Throw a couple indicators out on the relative strength index. This is a daily. It'll give me some plenty of information I need to know. If I look here, we peaked out at the March of 2021, 2 years ago. As you can see, since then, we've been doing nothing but going down. That's a problem. That is the obvious situation of what we've been doing. The trend is your friend. You're not getting a reversal on the daily. As you can see, there may be a spike coming up. It's beautiful to see. I do see the peak getting higher and higher. As you may want to pay attention to that. That is not a problem, but pay attention to the peaks. Each peak, as we can see right here, getting a little higher as we're going. So there could be a new trend coming into there as we go, but the ultimate long grand scheme of thing is to the downside, right, until we flip. So we're paying attention to that on the daily for Theta. Another 60 seconds left, and we must go to a new asset. Switch around. Go to the 4-hourly. Go to a different view. You can't pay attention to just the daily. It's going to hurt you, but we do know we do have some selling points now. We do know that 227 could be a place where I might want to sell some of my crypto. $2.15 on the 4-hourly is showing some signs, but let's pay attention to what I just showed here. As you can see right here, I would say if you are getting in for the short term, and a lot of people who trade crypto lately are doing the short and the longing positions. I understand not a lot of money involved in holding for a long term, right? People want they want it now. They want the gratification immediately, and it's so sad, but this is how we live. So I'm going to break it down. We got about 30 seconds left of Theta, and then the next asset. What was the next asset? Well, it was Jasmy. So I hope you're excited because the next asset we talk about is going to be the Jasmy payment system. And here we are, a few levels to pay attention to. Currently, right now, my next big price action I would be selling at is 130 level. I would be selling Theta in the 130 level. What price would I look to break? Well, I would pay attention to the 93.94 cents. That is something you have to pay attention to. Now, if you can see here, it was pretty much somewhere around there. We're going to go down a little lower, but 95 cents is the magic number as we finalize that. You can see the peak here. Once we break and once we finish a 4-hourly candle above there, we're going to get this, hopefully a swing. And right now there is a very big falling wedge, but if you pay attention, like I said, we are on a 4-hourly. There's a falling wedge here, and it's right now establishing through. We're receiving it, and we're going to end and go to Jasmy in just a moment. But if we continue to get this, and this is what scares me, this is called the falling, this is a double bottom end. We need the rejection pattern. Right now, we're getting close, but we'll get this. It'll be a rejection at the 71 cents. There's a chance you can buy Theta again at 71 before lifting off and finding this 74.8 cent resistance. So that's what we're looking to see. That's what we're looking to break. We're ending Theta. If you are interested in this, take a screenshot on your phone, on your whatever. We need the double bottom end rejection. This is what we look for. This is a very positive thing. We could come down more on the RSI as we showed you. So as we're ending the Theta, you will see here, could come down. It will hit resistance probably somewhere around here and then get spikes back to the upside as we are getting a little bit more to the up. We'll see if that happens. This is a falling wedge breaking out, ABC correction in the long grand scheme of things. All right, Jasmy, let's get into it. I'm excited because I've not looked at Jasmy. I could not tell you the last time I paid attention to what Jasmy was doing. We were looking for an inverted head. I said the inverted head could come down lower. Looks like that's happened here. Pretty excited to see that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty obvious. Looking at that 4-hourly, we are developing a neck. So here we are on Jasmy. Without further ado, I hope everyone is excited. And there is a neckline of resistance. And if you can see it, it's developing and bam! There it is. So there is the neckline. What has happened here? We are now establishing an inverted head and shoulders pattern. We're going to get rid of everything and start from scratch. That's what I like to do. This is a 4-hourly. I love the 4-hourly. I want to pay attention to this. Let's get to the daily too. We like to flip. All right, so let's go. Let's see what happened in the old time here. So in the older times, we have established the head and shoulders pattern. As you can see, long, boring sideways action as we zoom out. This is Jasmine. We're breaking it down from the very beginning. I want to show you what this looks like. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty insane. So what we have established here, and I want you to analyze this. Not many people can tell you what is happening here just by this. I can. Many people say, what are you talking about? You sound like a fool. Okay, well, here we are. We're going to analyze it just from this. Started off strong, as you can see on this Bitfinex chart. It's trading view for Bitfinex. It come down here, has fallen, has become a huge mess. We then, in October, in November, I had this channel last year talking about how we're going to sell out at around the 25 cents and continue to sell out around, I think we topped out at 35 cents we sold out. And as you can see here, it was an amazing, amazing sellout. I don't remember the price. Please don't hold me to it. But go back to the video and you tell me. But we made a lot of money in Jasmine. What has happened since then, as we have been doing nothing but creating new lower lows? We have been establishing, we have been creating a Ponzi scheme-like substance, right? A lot of people are negative in the crypto. Even Jim Cramer's been talking, saying that this is awful. It's a Ponzi scheme. Okay. What we have identified is that similar crypto assets, even altcoins like this, well, we have established boring sideways action. I don't know if you see that. Maybe you don't, but I do. And what's happening right now, as we are establishing some subside right now, it's subsiding. We are getting boring sideways action. What is happening? Well, we're getting the 0.0035 to hopefully establish some support and then flip and break through resistance. This is a very important moment right now for crypto. This is a very important moment for the Jasmine. Now, a lot of people don't see this happening. A lot of people don't understand. Now that you're looking at the chart, maybe you can understand a little better. But this is what I see breaking down. What is happening now from we went to the chart is there is a left shoulder. I see it. We're going to talk about it really quick. I'm going to try. What is the next asset as we're in the middle of this one? Is it worth to keep Solana? I don't like Solana. If you have made a profit on Solana, I would suggest to get rid of it. It's just my personal opinion. It doesn't mean I'm going to be correct, right? There's a very bad mouth at Solana enough, and it's already gone up enough. 0.006 now. If you remember, there's a 0.008. That's when I believe we're coming back into the crypto space. That's when I believe that Jasmine has flipped correctly, and maybe I'm wrong. It's a 0.0082. So that is the price, but still, even knowing when we're flipping and reversing, this is when you'll know. That's pretty much when it's time to get excited. I try to keep these videos short as much as I can. This trend is your friend till the end. So until we are finished with Jasmine coming down, now I don't know how much the price will continue to fall until we are done. And that's obvious, right? That's pretty stupid to say. Yeah, no shit, Wall Street. That is the obvious, but the problem with that is no one really knows. Could we get the inverted? Well, this is when you'll find out. Now, there is a neckline that I'm paying attention to. This is when I'll prep myself, and this is how you'll know. Yes, this could be the bottom. This could be the inverted head. This could be the right shoulder coming. Obviously, you can see up and down roller coaster waves in the upward trajectory here. But what we're going to pay attention to now is the support and resistance. Can we flip boring sideways action and continue to do so here, which would then result in the right shoulder? That's what we're looking to do. So if we can continue to establish and finish each daily and each 4-hourly above this price of the 344, then you can find Jasmine to establish a support, and then you could buy this and you could find the ranges of going up and down, up and down. And what will happen, some people will get tired, some people will sell. Some people will actually accumulate this, know that this is happening, and then be able to get into it. Now, like I said, like all crypto, all assets, all charts, we must pay attention to the double bottom M pattern. The double bottom M pattern is doing this currently right now. And what right now is expected is one more big fall. If we get this rejection, as you can see, this is exactly what is happening, then you can confirm and say, well, guess what? I've learned from Wall Street Pete's charts, not financial advice, but we did notice we get this kind of a rejection on the double bottom M. Notice people are leaving because they don't understand, they don't get it. That's fine, you can leave. It's been a long video, I get it. The trend is this way. If we do get a bounce like this off, then you will understand that. There is a chance we could flip and build resistance again under here, so don't freak out if we do. We can go to the 31. But I'll tell you right now, once we start breaking the 31, then it might be time to panic. So I do want you to understand we cannot break below the 31 here, as it is a problem. So hold that price, will be twice as nice. Jasmine could come up and bounce through, and then we could talk about this inverted chart, and then perhaps, the bear market won't be over because we can get a humongous rejection at this point in time. And this, remember, is still 2023. This is just the first quarter of 2023. Breaking it down and correlating, Jasmine, Bitcoin, all the assets could do this. And ladies and gentlemen, what is this? Well, this is a humongous double bottom M pattern that just didn't establish it and didn't show you what was happening. And ladies and gentlemen, that would wreak havoc, and there would be a big problem. So it's a lot to talk about. So the bear market is not over. Nothing is over. That's why if you go watch one of the last titles of mine, I say 11.5. My order is not dead. I still have my 11.5 order for Bitcoin. I still think there's a chance to hit that. But until we break above this, and it's the same thing correlating with Bitcoin, until we find Bitcoin breaking above, which is probably the 30,000, until we break above the 30,000 price, you're not going to be able to say to anyone, the bear market is over. So that's my personal opinion. That's my technical analysis, because this double bottom M is scary, and I'm showing you how it happens. And yes, this could happen. But if you pay attention, 30,000, like I said, we don't break it. Look what it develops. Look what it makes. It makes a humongous on the daily, a humongous double bottom M continuation. This is horrible looking. I can show you what it really is supposed to look like, and maybe you'll get a better visual. This is how it started. Exactly for what it is in the symmetrical triangle pattern, so you can see it. Now, do you see it? Now, we're getting the rejection that's starting to happen. I'm getting excited for it. But remember, these are the kind of patterns that happens. You get excited. These whales trick the shit out of you. Oh, the bull market is over, ladies and gentlemen. No, the bull market is over when it breaks this neckline. What are we looking at? We're ultimately looking at the same pattern over and over and over and over again until your brain hurts. Inverted head, right shoulder. Where's the neckline? Right where I show you. Another right line. And guess what? That right shoulder takes us to 30,000. And then what may happen is if we break that shoulder, we then begin this parabolic move that will create and hit resistance at the new high. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think people understand what is next. I just don't think people get it. So if you don't understand and you're just tuning into the video, I suggest we watch this again.
I came to crypto at the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. In December 2013, Bitcoin reached a high of $1,000. And then it dropped for like 2 years. And then 2017, you reached another high of $19,000. And then there was a winter, so that was my second. And then 2021, there was another all-time high of 68,000. And then now we're kind of in a winter again.
Patterns are not there for fun. Like, we just don't talk about technical analysis and patterns for fun. We're getting a fall. I think this weekend might be it. All right, so we're going to leave you with this, but guess what I just said? I think that this weekend is the weekend that we maybe fall drastically. In the next 3 days, ladies and gentlemen, there is a big, massive move coming. I'm not quite sure people understand. Remember what I just said at the end of this video. In the next 3 days, this weekend, a massive move is coming. It could be a fake out to the downside, touching that magical New Year line. If it does, you need to hold your horses and calm down. Pete, so you think 2023 will be the same like 2022 crypto market? No, I do not think so. I think that the 2023 candle is going to have a massive pump in 2023. I think it's going to take a long time for it to happen because the FTX has hurt us. I think this candle will turn red, the 12-month candle. The 12-month candle for 2023, I strongly agree that it's going to get red. It's green right now. It's currently green. I think we're going to get near the red, and then I do believe that this finishes as green. I do believe with all my technical analysis, with all my thoughts, my humble opinion, we're going to finish green. We're going to have a huge candle to the upside for 2023 of a price for Bitcoin that we are not going to finish when the new year begins. It's going to be up to 2024 to match the price that 2023 takes. If we do break the 20,000, 29,000. It's going to take time, my friends. We have to watch this chart. We have to prep for the levels that I showed you this morning, that I showed you in this long, horrific video. Nobody has time to watch a 30-minute video. I understand. I apologize for the long video, but that means there's that much to talk about that day. So much to talk about between Avalanche, what it's doing. I do believe Avalanche gets us an opportunity at the 1098. I don't think 2023 is going to be amazing, but I do believe it's going to show the signs of each beginning bull run like it did in the last 4 years. The last 8 years, ladies and gentlemen, the last more than 8 years. Pay attention to the last 11 to 10 years. It's very important. You'll see every 4 years, there's one bad year. There's 3 amazing years you'll take. You have to pay attention. You have to. None of it is financial advice. You already know. Do your own homework. Spend some time. Don't be lazy. Stop being a lazy ass. Your money is invested. It's not my money. It's your money. I already know what I'm doing with my money. Do you know what you're doing with yours? I'll see you in the next video. Take care, my friends.